Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Minor Tenacious Tigers head softball coach Gentrell Eatman. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome in, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So good to see you again. It's been a little while.
I know.
Had a little spring break in between, so you've played a few games since the last time we met.
Yes.
So let's talk about a few of those.
All right.
First of all, right now overall you're 8-4, so still having a good season.
Yes.
You played back on the 13th, Clay Chalkville,
Yes.
and unfortunately lost that game. Tell us a little bit how that went.
Well, first it started off pretty decent, and we just got into a slump where we made some errors throughout the game, and that kind of hinders us. But now I think with those girls making those type of errors early, it wasn't an area game, and so now I think they have learned from those mistakes. And so the thing is, we're just waiting to see what we can do when we get back.
Sure, for sure. All right, so then on the 18th, you hosted Jackson Olin, an area game, which is all important.
Yes.
You won that one. Tell us about that one. That's awesome.
Well, the girls came out pretty strong during that match then when we played JO, and so they looked real well, real decent then. So like I said, just coming back from that game we had with Clay Chalkville and improving on the things that we didn't do well that night, and so we came back and put together a whole game as a team.
Okay, good deal. So the last game you've had since spring break, which you didn't play any games, you played Homewood back on the 20th.
Yes.
Another area game, very important.
Yes.
Coach Moss over there seems to have that team clicking pretty good. You lost that one. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, we lost that one, but I have to tip my hats off to Homewood and to our girls. We did come out and play, but like I said, some errors kind of hindered us, and with no doubt about it, Homewood is a pretty decent team.
Sure.
I'm gonna say more than pretty decent. They're a pretty good team. And so, like I said, they do a lot of place hitting, and like I said, but we still made errors ourselves. So, but like I said, we're just waiting to get back to see how we're gonna improve from that last game.
Yeah, so you clean up the errors, you see that winning percentage go up, don't you? All right, good deal. So coming up, we've got spring break in the past now.
Yes.
You've got a game tomorrow and Thursday with another area team, Parker. What do you expect to see from them?
Well, from Parker, I know they pretty much going to come and play hard. And like I said, if I'm not mistaken, last year, I think we split last year.
Okay.
And so I know it's still going to be some girls there that's coming back, and we have girls that's here as well. Knowing that this is an important game. It's a key game, too.
Sure.
And so the thing is, let's go out there and play team ball and play together, and let's see what happens.
Good. And then on the 8th, you play Clay Chalkville again.
Yes.
What do you expect to see from them this time? Anything different?
Well, we know Clay going to be Clay, but we got to be different than we were when we played over there. So the thing is, we got to control ourselves. We got to control us. So when we be able to control ourselves and do what we know what's right to do, and so I think everything going to take care of itself.
Okay, good. 2 days later, you're at Fultondale, or are you playing here? Playing here, but playing Fultondale. There you go.
Yes.
What kind of a team do they have this year?
Well, they have some solid key pieces on their team. I pretty much think they're a young team, pretty much like us too. But like I said, with them, they're going to play hard. They're going to play hard every end, and so they have a couple of girls that really can go.
Okay, good deal. And then on the 15th, you have Homewood again.
Yes.
Tell us about Homewood. What do you expect?
Well, like I said, Homewood going to be Homewood.
Homewood's going to be Homewood, yeah.
Coach going to be coach over there. And so the thing is, they're going to come and play. And so I know how they're going to pretty much feel about an area game. But we just got to be able to protect our own turf.
Sure.
And so when we playing at home in our backyard, I feel that we'll be more comfortable, more relaxed, and more ready to play. So the thing is, we just got to be able to control ourselves and do what we do what's best.
Right. So like we mentioned, it's been about 3 weeks since we've had a show. So tell us, I know it's been a week since you've been seen any action. But tell us up to that point, who's been playing pretty well for you?
Well, I'm gonna say that pretty much the younger kids. So now they
Oh, wow.
started off, some haven't really been hitting, but now they starting to make contact
Right.
and getting on base. You still have Denaya Westbrook, you still have Watkins, you still have all those kids that still playing and pushing those
Right.
girls who really haven't been here, but now they're here now, and so now just with them showing that leadership that they had in the past, knowing where they were last year, what they're trying to
Yes.
get back to this year, and I feel like all of them is improving. And
They're
so
all
that's the
improving.
thing. And
That's awesome, because that's what you want to see is improvement as a unit,
yes,
right?
Yes. So I'm not going to say it's just one person. I think it's a whole team effort
Okay.
because everybody banding together and pulling together in the same direction.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yes.
You can't ask for better than that.
It's March Madness.
March Madness, there you go. You're over halfway through the season.
Yes.
What do you expect to see from here on out?
Right now, just them coming together as like they've been doing, coming together, the team cleaning up some of the errors that we've been making, and so
Right.
now just seeing them be able to put that together. Right now, that first half is gone, so now the second half, and so the thing is with that, and seeing them progress and getting better every day, and
Yes,
so
sir.
that's my biggest take on it, that watching them improve and going from one degree to the next.
Good deal. Well, Coach, that's our show. We appreciate your time.
Appreciate
and as
you.
always, we appreciate yours. Join us again in a couple of weeks
Yes.
for another minor edition of Coach Speak.